What's going on, guys? Fallen here. Look, look. It's been a while. It's been a pretty solid minute, right, since I've made a video, any video on anything, Legends or not. I made a couple posts, and I made that little post talking about my CC count, and I was like, shit's about to get real, cause it is. We're about to get part 3 of the 7th anniversary, on the 8th. Not the 9th, technically, but the reveal's on the 8th. I'll be streaming that on YouTube and on Twitch. But, look, I wanted to make this video start off by talking about how I apologize for not posting. However, I have been dealing with a lot, like, in my life, personally, my personal life, and, I haven't really had the time to do it, so I do apologize, but now that things are starting to calm down, I'm going to begin posting a little bit more, and honestly, I'm really disappointed that I didn't get any 7th anniversary videos out, besides the UI update and, the legendary finish. My personal favorite is the new MUI Goku, but no videos about it. I'm sorry I didn't talk about ground battles, but look, I really just haven't had the time to make those kinds of videos. But I have been playing the game consistently, and I have logged in every single day. I've done Shenron already, so yeah. Just wanted to kind of talk about some things. Prediction video, basically, for part 3, because we are very close, and honestly, I'm not like, look, I've seen a lot of people just really hating on this anniversary. Now, I am personally a huge fan of it. I think them adding MUI Goku for part 1, obviously the majority wanted him for part 3, including myself, but we got him, right? And although they leaked him, at this point, it's just copium, if you even think they're not going to leak MUI Goku. Their post for leaking him 5 days prior, by the way. The top comment on that is, it can't be UI Goku without being leaked. So, which is very true. So, gonna be a kind of a prediction video for the 7th anniversary part 3. So, my Goku stats are, he is max arts boosted, and I pulled him to red 2. 3 copies. Yeah, I mean, wow. I mean, look, 3 times Z power every pull. I mean, that's honestly like such a cool thing that they finally brought back. It's been 4 years. 4 years. Almost 4 years, actually. Yeah, it's been almost 4 years since we got the 3 times Z power, and for them to do that for for all 4 banners so far is actually insane. But yeah, I have been playing consistently. I maxed out his Zenkai, but I want to talk about, obviously, the main thing that it's been on all of our minds. Is it going to be Frieza Saga? Is it going to be Frieza Saga? Now, this blue Frieza, right? That got a Zenkai, like, just read this Frieza, right? This is obviously Namek Revival Frieza, right? And he is, well, let's just say he's quite broken, right? Like, not even fair broken. Like, he's not, like, game changer broken, but, like, look at these stats. After Revival, I'm sorry, is that 324,000 blast attack? Go ahead and look at this Goku's strike attack. All right, look at his strike attack, 303,000. This Frieza's blast damage post revival is quite literally more. God damn it, that is so insanely stupid. Literally 20,000 more strike damage, or sorry, blast damage. 20,000 more. Transforming Emi Goku. That's what we're talking about right now. Transforming Emi Goku. So this Frieza is very good. We know that, right? Look, I have a little. I have an idea. I have an idea. And what I think it's going to be is either a Legends Limited Namek Goku, right? A Legends Limited Ultra Namek Goku, or B, two Ultras, Ultra Namek Goku and Full Power Frieza, right? That seems like the most logical answer. Those two are the most logical in my opinion. But here's the thing. If we do get two, right? If we get Ultra Namek Goku and Ultra Full Power Frieza, if we get both of those, if you think about it, that also means we're gonna have diversity in teams. Usually when you drop one Ultra that is above all, right? And that's like best character in the game. For instance, UVB, right? He dominated that team, Future and Fusion Warrior. Those two teams dominated every single aspect of PvP, every single one. And God, sucks to say, but like, you know, those kinds of ultras, the ones that actually just make the game unplayable, that's not what we want, right? We want to have fun, even if we don't pull the ultra, right? You can't have fun if it's one ultra that's dominating. Keyword one, right? One ultra. So if we get two, we have buffs for, you know, several teams, not just like one or two teams in particular. You have that diversity, right? You have, obviously with Frieza, you're gonna have things like Powerful Opponent, Frieza Force, LOE, you know, those three tags, right? And then you have Goku, right? Which Goku would buff, you know, Saiyan, Sun Family, Super Saiyan, and both of them buff Frieza Saga, right? So, okay, so to sum this up, I yapped on a lot, but to summarize what I was saying here is, basically having two ultras adds more diversity, so we can have a bigger player base that actually wants and can play the game. You know, so for people who like Frieza or for people who like LOE or Powerful Opponent, they have more options, so they don't have to summon for a unit that they don't have any good teams for. You know what I mean? It helps the meta a lot. It's very healthy for the meta. I think if we can do that, please, game. I would love to see an Ultra Goku and an Ultra Frieza. You have all these tags, but when you have two Ultras, you have more diversity. Obviously, Powerful Opponent has many other characters, not just, you know, a collection of a couple characters like Gohan and Goku, for instance, with Sun Family. With Powerful Opponent, you have like Goku Black, you have Cell, you have Majin Buu, you know, you have Saiyan Saga Vegeta, the one that just dropped, right? Like, Powerful Opponent has a bunch of more characters that are other than just LOE, like specifically Frieza. But also, now that we're buffing Frieza, right, with this Zenkai, LOE is now officially a good tag now. Ultra Namek Goku, right? Now, you all know my favorite character, regardless, right, is Cell, right? Cell is like my favorite guy. And you could not believe the pose I hit when I pulled him for the first time. Now, obviously, I didn't record it. It's really sad. But the pose I hit, dude, I don't even remember what it was. I'll put it on screen. Namek Goku is like literally one of my favorite characters ever. It's one of my favorite versions of Goku, right? We got, I mean, dude, just look at him. Look at this man. You know, it's like something about him, man. I don't know. But anyways, I'm getting a little distracted, right? Look, Cell's my favorite character, but we get Ultra Namek Goku alongside Full Power Frieza, dude. The first LF Goku, right, was Namek Goku. The first Ultra Goku was Namek Goku. So if we combine the two, the first Ultra LF Goku is gonna be Namek Goku, right? It just makes sense. You know what I mean? It just makes sense. Why else would we get a Frieza Saga Frieza, right? Why else would we get that? Why else would we get that Zenkai? Why else? You can't just drop a Zenkai for Dragon Ball Z Frieza Saga Frieza and then drop, like, I don't know, Synchro Gauge fusing Super Gogeta, right? Like, you can't. I know that's what those freaking fusion glazers. I know that's what they want. That's not what they're getting though. because obviously this game is not, the game developers, they're not stupid, right? They know what they're doing. I mean, it wouldn't make sense to just slightly buff LOE and then drop some fusion slop the next like the next week, you know? So, yeah, that's about it. So yeah.